Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matthew Bohorquez, and please watch this video if you want to stand out from the volleyball crowd, learn more effectively, and become a better volleyball player. And you can watch me in the background. I'm number 3. If you watch this video, it's going to give you a better chance of either becoming pro or a college athlete, because these are how a lot of good college athletes think, in my opinion. Bad players do not take this advice. And it's actually only one idea, and it can change your entire volleyball world. And this one idea is that no one technique is best. No one technique is best. And to explain this a little bit more, I want to just talk about your coaches. And sometimes your coaches are misguided. Sometimes they're ignorant, or maybe they are just plain evil and they know what they're doing, they're lying to you. Sometimes they believe that one technique that they are teaching you is the panacea of all the problems you are going to face in the future of volleyball. They're going to tell you sometimes that holding your platform or squaring up as a setter or always taking a full approach is going to solve all your problems in volleyball. And unfortunately, it's coming from a good place most of the time, but it's absolutely not true. If your coaches thought about volleyball in a better way, they would be telling you to do whatever you can to get the desired result that you're looking for. For example, in my own personal coaching philosophy, I want a passer to pass a ball right towards the middle of the court, generally to the right side, so we can get 3 passes, or so we can get 3 hitters and make that block super tough. Generally, in my coaching philosophy, I want the setter to set a ball that's going to get a kill or make it easier for our hitters to get a kill. And in my coaching philosophy, I want our hitters to get a kill. Sometimes coaches that are maybe not thinking far enough want their back row players to only use 2 hands when passing, and they don't really care about getting a 3-ball pass. Or sometimes these coaches are like, oh, you must always square up when setting. But for some reason, we double a ball because we don't have enough time to square up. Your coaches, unfortunately, if they're telling you this, are just not looking far enough ahead and are not open-minded enough to understand that rules can sometimes be broken. Rules can sometimes be broken if it's going to get us a desired result in the future. It's not like we're breaking any moral rules that are gonna cause us sin for the rest of our lives. It's just small rules that the coaches have chosen should be broken sometimes to get a good 3 pass. What would you rather have? Would you rather have a terrible pass to your setter but you held your platform, or would you rather have a 3 pass to your setter after diming a jump serve with one hand, your left hand too, if you're right-handed? I would rather have the 3 pass in sacrifice of the good form. Yes, generally those are good ideas to follow most of the time, but I just want everybody to understand that it's not a perfect thing and not one technique is best. So practice multiple things. Practice multiple things. So as I stated in my last example, that I have goals for my specific positions. I want the setter to set a good ball. I want our hitters to get a kill. And I want our passers to set or pass a great ball for our setter. Whatever your goal is, it could be whatever goal you want. Maybe it is just to look really cool, then do things that are going to make you look really cool. For me, I just want to win volleyball, and I think these are going to put us in the best positions to win. So that's why I say do the things that are going to lead you to the result of your goal, okay? And don't disregard things. Don't disregard other techniques because you think it's bad. Just use those techniques, like one-handed passes, if it's going to get you your goal. And that's not usually most of the time, but when it does come to that time, be a smart player and think outside the box and actually do that technique. Take a risk. And so finally, for my last point here is that breaking rules in the right spot develops good game sense. let's say you're a player who's just going to be a good boy or girl and always follow what your coach has said all the way down to the T. And maybe your coach wasn't a college player, maybe they weren't a high level player, and they just tell you to do this one technique because they think is best. Uh, Unfortunately, your game's going to get stagnant, and you're going to be in positions where those best techniques that your coach told you are not going to get you the result desired. And it's unfortunate. So, as a player, I just want you to understand that you got to break the rules sometimes. Make it fun. That's how you become a little bit more creative. That's how you get a little bit of a wow factor when playing volleyball. Everyone can pass like a two-handed pass right into the platform, but the great players know when to stray away from that technique and do some things that are unconventional to the game of volleyball. So those are my good points right there. Sometimes your coaches are misguided. The goal determines your tactics, and breaking rules in the right spot is good game sense. The player, in conclusion, that understands this will get more points or digs, get more college looks, and generally look cooler. Thank you very much. Okay, so now, everyone, please subscribe and watch my other videos if you want to become a better volleyball player. If you have teammates that do not understand this rule and maybe have a coach like this, send them this video. They can maybe learn something, maybe open their perspective, and make your team better. It could be the final step to getting that state championship. And finally, practice a skill that your coach told you never to practice, just to spite them. Okay? All right, I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much.